Hello everybody! So in this video I'm going to be putting this stuff together. Um, this is the computer that came out of this case right here. I put the HP board in there, and I'm going to build it and then we're going to run it. But I'm going to be building basically what a computer was back in 1998. So the parts that I have are graphics card, NVIDIA. I love NVIDIA, and note all the dance machines use NVIDIA, otherwise you get lines. So this card, I don't remember where I got this card from. So this is your S-Video port, and this is your VGA port. I know I stated that VGA stands for Video Graphics Array. S-Video, I'm not sure if I got in this to not, stands for Super Video, and it's capable of carrying data packets, believe it or not. So this is part number one. Part number two is a DVD-ROM. Yes, it's a DVD-ROM. This came out of the HP, but I'm going to be using it. Now, a little note on DVD-ROMs. Before they came out with DVD burners, they had DVD-ROMs. This is about 2000, 2001. And I remember when they first came out with them, they were really expensive. They were like $200 to $300 depending on which one you got. And I know a kid in middle school, I was in middle school at the time, I was in 7th grade in 2001, who brother took the CD drive apart and got a mod chip, which was about $30 at the time, and modded it. And it lasted him a while. I believe he still has the drive, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so third part of this. This is a hard drive. This came actually off this computer when I got it. So this is an IDE line. This is what you call parallel ATA. All these right here is data. Look at it as a freeway. I know there's a freeway in China that's basically as wide as this. So it's parallel. They all go parallel. And I have the hard drive to match. This is a PCI USB 2.0. I like to add extra ports because you never know what you're going to be running. These are fans. These are case fans. Now if you look at, it has this type of connection, the 3-1 that goes on the board. So the thing that never to do to this type of fan is cut the end off and put it on the end of into the IDE Molex connection for the power, because you will blow the fan. I did that once trying to make it better, but it didn't work. Luckily, it was a computer I built for my dad. Luckily, I told him, hey, buy extra fans just in case they're not compatible. So, anyway, it was an experiment that I tried that failed, but we changed the fans out. I like the fans that have the female Molex connection that connect directly to the power supply. But anyway, to each his own. So, you have this, and this goes in here just like this. And then this end goes onto the board, so I can piggyback it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get started. And you know the power supply is power supply. You've all seen that. Okay, to get started here, I'm going to put that back there. I'm going to put this red up here to simulate an intake fan. So now what I'm going to do is put that on the fan connection right there. I'm just going to keep this over here for right now, so that until we get ready to go. So now I'm going to hook up the DVD-ROM. I know I've done videos like this before, but I'm just showing what parts are and all that. Here we go. This is actually a newer IDE line than the rest of it. And if you there we go. Now the graphics card. Goes in there just like that. This goes in here just like that. Hard drive. And actually the blue port indicates for the hard drive. Hard drives, I should say. There you go. So that's in there. Just simulating an intake fan there. And I kept the power supply. Alright, so I forgot where the... oh, there it is. That was not this computer booting. So now I need to get a screwdriver, and I'm going to jump the pin. Now you find the one that says power, which I already did, and you take a screwdriver and you touch the two pins together. You do not touch the board and it'll boot. So, but before I do that, let's hook it up. There we go. I'm not going to hook internet up to it right now because I'm just demonstrating. And now I need my IBM standard PS/2 keyboard. Which I should have got in the first place. Okay, here we go. I do have other cards that I do need to hook up. Okay, so it's hooked up. So now, I'm going to grab my screwdriver. My testing station number 2 keeps rebooting, but I'm using the using it as a power supply to charge. Alright, so I take this, and you want to use a Phillips head for this. So let me turn I'm going to turn the monitor on. Gotta wait for the power to even out. There we go. What I'm going to do, alright, so now I need to get power, whoops, to the power supply. Yes, I'm using my Android phone here to record. Alright, so since this is already, one of these is plugged into that extension cord. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Make sure, always make sure when you hook stuff up that your power supply is turned off, so you don't blow it up. Alright, so alright, it's hot, let's go. So what you're going to watch me do, as you heard, it powers on. And if you look, it's powered on. The fan glows red. Everything's running the way it should. It's running outside the case. So the next thing would be to check the BIOS. So on the keyboard here, I have to use this. You press Control Alt Delete, and so we're in the BIOS. I know it looks a little funny. It's the graphics card. Alright, so what you heard is it powering down. So I am going to put this card in, because that card's a little messed up. I think the firmware in it's not the firmware, I think it's the card itself is a little bit damaged. So I'll have to chuck that card. So I'll disconnect this. Pop it out. Put this one in. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Okay. So now we hook it up. Right? Take the screwdriver again. See, it fixes the problem. So that card is jacked up. So we'll go to CMOS. So it's not recognizing it because I have no jumpers in there. And I forgot to plug in power. most and crucial part. Always run it, always hook up the power. There we go. So, okay. So now, turn it back on. Alright, CMOS. And there we go. So treating DVD-ROM, which is what I have hooked up. And it works. Oops. So primary. If you look on the board here, that blue port right here is for your hard drives, so that is the primary. The second port is for the DVD drive, so it's going to read that. We'll let it run for a little bit. Exit out. And there you have it. So that is it for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe.